I'm gonna taste my homemade apple cider. That is so freaking good. This is the best apple cider I've had my whole life. Okay, folks, welcome back to Whistle Thicket. Tom here. I'm in Western North Carolina here, and guess what I'm doing? I'm making apple cider. I'm making apple cider for the first time in this old apple cider press here. It has some wear and tear. I had plans to do a nice update on it, refinish it, stain it, sand it, paint it. But that didn't happen, people, so we're using the old rustic cider press here. It does have a motor on it, but guess what? The motor's broken, so I'm going to be cranking these apples by hand. Now, last week, I picked these by hand. And then what I did, I let them sweat. Apparently that's what it's called. I am not an apple cider expert. I'm going off this little book, Making the Best Apple Cider by Annie Brooks, a Story Country Wisdom Bulletin. I don't know, I got this at a local store. So I let my apples sweat for 1 week or so, maybe 6 days. What that means is you just put them in a bin and you let them sweat for a week or so, and that makes the apples a little more mushy, easier to grind up to make pomace. So that's what I did. I'm just trying to follow the rules here. This is from about 3 apple trees, but I still have a few apples on every tree that I didn't reach because I didn't want to get the big ladder out. And also my son likes to get apples when we're walking on the farm, so I left a few for him. And yeah, this is just a small harvest. I probably could have gotten more this year, but we're just trying this out, seeing what happens. So let's go ahead and get down to business. Okay, this old cider press I got at an antique store, actually about a year ago. Had plans to use it last year, but I didn't have a really good apple harvest, so I didn't use it. And I had plans to fix it up. That did not happen either. What I did have to buy, I had to buy a new pressing bag. I did order one that's an actual cider pressing bag. I guess it came with 2. That is something that I did have to order. I don't know what it was, maybe 15 bucks for 2 of them. So basically we're going to put it in here. Doesn't quite fit, but I guess we're going to make it work. Our apple pomace is going to go in there. Then we're going to put our pressing disc here, our pressing pad. I'm sure there's a actual name for it, but the pressure is going to be distributed from the crank to this to the pressing pad. And I heard that even if you have a really good apple press, it takes a while for that juice to come out. According to my little book, it says 20 to 25 minutes. So I don't know. I'm trying it out, having fun, and we're just gonna see what happens. Hey folks, so this first bag is more or less full, so I'm going to put it in there kind of folded over on itself. Then we're gonna add the second bag. I guess when I ordered these were not the right size, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And if this is a success, next year will be better. Next year will be better. Folks, I already got a little bit of cider coming out. Just a little bit. Very dark, very dark. I'm gonna have some raw cider and then I'm gonna filter it just a little bit and we'll see what we like. Problem is I can already tell that my press is a little lopsided here. But you know what? We're just going for it and we may have to readjust. Folks, this has been a process, and it's 7:30. It's getting dark. I've been here for like 2.5 hours working. I'm tired. This cider press is not easy to operate. I think partially because it's old and needs updated, and that motor would really help. But I thought the hardest part was going to be making the apples into pomace, but cranking it is the worst. And I think I may be missing a piece. I mean, it is hard, people. I'm tired. I've only gotten this much apple juice, which apple cider is basically apple juice, but not processed. Is it worth it, people? I'm gonna taste my homemade apple cider. That is so freaking good. This is the best apple cider I've had my whole life. It is really tasty. It is a lot of work. I'm gonna do it again next year. I'm probably gonna move the operation into the barn because I know I can probably get another 1.5 gallons out of that press. It's just a lot of work. I'm learning. I'm glad I did it this year, so I know how I can improve this machine, and maybe I can investigate further to see if there's anything I'm missing, because it's definitely tough. But this is not easy to make, but if it was easy to make, everybody would be doing it, right? So I'm proud of myself for my first year, and hopefully I'm gonna get at least 2 gallons is my goal. Got about another 1.5 gallons to get, so wish me luck.